radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down. It keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now are the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market is still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money, money, money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money, 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 money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grandy.
Money's coming to me.
I think because of those housing numbers and because of construction and inventory rebuilding and consumer spending, and as you noted, all the unemployment claims numbers came down radically. Look, I would put up 5 to 10% growth in Q4 as a preliminary estimate.
Yeah, he's never been right. You know that? He's never been right. Every time he would anticipate growth, remember it was first 5%, then 4%, then 3%. I mean, he was always wrong. He was never right.
We could grow this economy at 4 or 5%.
How'd that work out for you, Larry? Welcome to Phil's Gang, coast to coast, around the country, off the Wall Street Radio Network. Okay. Yesterday we were talking about the big question. Everybody keeps asking, what if Biden wins? What's going to happen to the economy? What's going to happen to the stock market? What should I do? Should I pull my money out of the market right now? Because he's way ahead, seems to be at the polls. Well, I wouldn't trust those polls. But I'm going to explain to you, and I'm going to give you your answer today. Exactly what would happen if Biden wins and what you should do to prepare and what you should do with your money. But first, do you remember when Bush Sr. said, read my lips, no new taxes? But he raised them. And he lost his second 4 years as a consequence of raising taxes. Now, you would think politicians would learn a great deal from that experience, wouldn't you? I mean, who would raise taxes? What politician would raise taxes? Biden. What are you, nuts? He's running on tax hikes. Now, think about it. Trump, when he gave his tax cut to the corporations, every household also benefited with a tax cut. They're receiving between $2,000 and $4,000 a year. That money went into the economy. They're looking every year. They get $2,000 to $4,000, but that's going to be gone now. Now you think, how on earth could he win an election? Nobody could win an election raising taxes. I don't care if you hate Trump. That's the worst thing you can do. Now, also think about it. When he's raising taxes at the worst time possible. When the budget deficit is $3.1 trillion, We've never had a budget deficit at 3.1 trillion. We never the government spent 100% more than they take in. What are you, nuts? So raising taxes and big budget deficits? But here's what you got to understand. Anytime there's a crisis like 2008 or today, the pandemic, the most powerful always look at the crisis as an opportunity to benefit themselves. And it's always at the expense of the working poor, the middle class, i.e. Main Street, especially those who are making less than $40,000 a year. They really get killed. Really get killed. So you would think, what is going on here? This makes no sense. Well, you got to think about it. What drives the stock market? Well, up until 12 years ago, before they introduced QE and stock buybacks, what drove the stock market was, and the stock prices, earnings, profits, earnings. The CEO would make sure that he increased top-line sales. He increased his profit margins. He increased his earnings, so stock prices would go up. But since the introduction of QE and stock buybacks, no one cares about profits. No one cares about earnings. Who cares? You don't need them. You can move stock prices up without having profits. Matter of fact, many companies, their stocks are going up and they're losing money. Doesn't matter anymore. Doesn't matter. Few companies are making money, but look at their stocks. Like I told you yesterday, there's some companies whose stocks are at $200, shouldn't be any more than $25. This QE stimulus, the Fed QE stimulus, drives markets. Every time you heard, hey, we're going to do another stimulus. Remember the TARP? Remember all this different stimulus? Every time they announced a stimulus, the stock market would go up. 2 weeks ago, remember the market was going up because they thought they had a deal? The Republicans and Democrats and Pelosi thought they had a deal. The market went 500 points one day and they gave it all back because no, there's no deal. It's always stimulus that drives the market. You don't need hard work. You don't need free cash flow. You don't need profit margins. You don't need good management. You just need a stimulus. Just stimulus. Print money. Get interest rates down to zero. Buying treasuries. Give the money to CEOs. And that's it. So the top 10%, especially the top 1%, they have learned one thing over the past 12 years. After the market has rallied 400%. Without profits, remember, without earnings. For Wall Street oligarchs and the banksters, CEOs, anyone whose income is derived from stocks, not wages, they want Biden to win. They think he's going to be best for the stock market. And they're backing him with money, a lot of it. Biden has raised more than 3 times as much money as Trump. Because guess what? The oligarchs, the banksters, the CEOs, all of Wall Street, they want Biden. Why? Because he's going to destroy the economy. That means more stimulus. They know he's going to destroy the company and the country. They know that. Things are going to be horrible under Biden. But they think the stock market will go up another 8 years. Will go up another 400%. That's what they're betting on. That's what they're betting on. A Biden win, the presidency, and think about it, the Democrats would control the Senate. My Lord. That means corporations, if they have any earnings at all, are going to tank even more. Corporations are going to get in more debt. Corporation earnings are corporate debt right now is so huge, it's choking them. It's going to get worse, choke them even further. Think about increasing taxes. That's a killer. In a time like this, we have budget deficits of $3 trillion. Are you out of your mind? And the first thing they know, that Biden is going to do exactly what Obama did. Going to whack on the regulations. They're going to take all the regulations that Trump took off. They're going to put them right on. It was costing us $108 billion a year, cutting our economic GDP growth, $108 billion a year. And regulations, they're going to put that on too. They are so excited. They can't wait until this economy just crashes when Biden gets in there. This is what's going on. I mean, did you ever think about it? Would you ever think a guy that's senile, his whole family a bunch of crooks, they're worse than the mafia, and this guy, they want as president. And he wants to raise taxes. Now you know why. If Biden wins, you're going to see the stock market go up. But are you? Are they right or wrong? I'll tell you when I get back.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grain at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now are the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here, and it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from, all that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com.
Hi, I'm Phil Grain at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. And that's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now, worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
Did you know breast cancer kills 113 people every day?
That's unacceptable. African American women die from breast cancer nearly 41% more than Caucasian women.
That's unacceptable.
Breast cancer is the leading cause of all cancer deaths for Hispanic women.
Breast cancer is unacceptable.
Together with Susan G. Komen, we're committed to reducing U.S. breast cancer deaths by half.
And we're going to do it by 2026.
Visit Komen.org/unacceptable.
Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG. Try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Welcome back. Are you a fan of the Phil's Gang radio show? Then you should check out philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
The Democrat Party and the mainstream media have not recognized the results of the election 4 years ago. I mean, think about this. We have a Speaker of the House who refuses to call the president the president. We have members of Congress who say that this individual is an illegitimate president. The whole Russia collusion hoax, on and on and on. The impeachment is proof that they haven't recognized the results of the last election.
Can you imagine that? That's Sebastian Gorka. You can get a lot more of them if you join myself and Gorka, along with Larry Elder and Charlie Kirk. We're going to be at the Salem. We're going to be at the Hyatt, rather. Going to be at the Hyatt, and that's going to be Friday evening, this Friday, 7 to 9 p.m. So please, it's sponsored by Sarasota Watch Company. It's the Salem Conservative Summit. You got to make it. We're almost filled, so make sure you get your ticket. So again, the Salem Conservative Summit, sponsored Sarasota Watch Company. Now that's going to be this Friday. Write it down, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. That's the main event. Reception starts at 5:30 to 6:30. And again, you're going to have myself and Gorka and Elder and Kirk. And we're going to have a special guest, Captain Matt Bruce. And we're going to take a look at all the issues. Now, I'm going to be talking about the economy and finance. And it's well-rounded, got a good group of people. So you're going to get a lot out of it. And we got so many people coming from KDOW. That's out in San Francisco. And we also have a lot of people come from not just San Francisco, but Seattle. I can't believe that. We got some people coming in, too, from Denver. So that's amazed me, but it's happening. All right, so that's it. So remember, Salem Conservative Summit, get your ticket, 7 to 9 p.m., the main event, 5:30 p.m. to 6:30 p.m., the VIP reception. And Sarasota Watch Company is our sponsor, October 23. That's Friday, the Salem Conservative Summit. All right, so we're talking about what would happen if Biden won. Well, the economy's going to go to hell. It's going to get worse. It's going to be like Obama. Remember, Obama had the worst economy ever. I'm not just saying that. I'm not a politician. I'm independent. I'm not just saying that. He did. Look what he did. After the market crashed from Baby Bush and he took over, he did the worst thing ever. He didn't let it go into a recession to reset itself. To tighten everybody's belt, from corporations to individuals to the government. Get rid of debt, drive that debt down. Then come out of that recession powerful. And then when that happens, you grow your economy. But because they didn't do that, instead of growing the economy, they propped the economy up. What's propping up mean? Well, we haven't had a recovery. In 12 years, it's been one big balloon. If all you do is keep giving CEOs to buy their own shares of their stock when they're not making money and the economy is going down, not up, that's called propping up. They're doing that with quantitative easing. Print, 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 print. And all this money, we have so much debt right now, is killing our jobs. It's killing everything because you can't carry this kind of debt. You can't have 27 trillion. It's even more than that when you put the unfunded debt in. You're about $155 trillion. I mean, we're in deep trouble. And remember, when Trump came into office, he was going to clean all this up, but he got nailed with the impeachment. And people don't understand that. If anybody has defended a lawsuit, it takes everything out of you. I mean, it's amazing what this man has done. You're consumed when you're defending a lawsuit. You're consumed. Most people go broke. They can't accomplish anything. They're all screwed up in the head. Not him. I mean, imagine what he accomplished. Are you kidding? Got us out of that Paris Green idiotic program where all Obama was doing is taking our money and going over there and giving it to that organization who are nothing but socialists and communists, and they're spreading socialism and communists throughout the world under the guise of environmentalists. You know, that's one bad thing about environmentalists. The majority of environmentalists don't care about the environment. They don't. Now, what do we care about? We care about making money. So what do we do if that happens? Well, I don't think it's going to work like that. See, I don't think all this new stimulus that's going to have to come in is going to work because you can't keep doing stimulus like this. You'll end up like Venezuela. You can't do it. People don't realize right now how bad shape our country is in. Because you can't just keep printing money out of thin air without destroying the economy. You can't keep taking that money and buying your own shares and not put money back into our businesses. Remember, our nation was strong, was number one in everything. Because we had such might. Because we kept taking all of our money and plowing it back into our businesses called CapEx. And when you plow your money back into these businesses, you become so powerful. We dropped to 49th in life expectancy, 27th in math. Man, 27th in math. That's embarrassing. 24 in roads and bridges, 22 in science, 7 in literacy, 5th in labor force, 4th in exports, 3 in median household income. Number two, we have number 2, the number of adults who believe in God, number 2. Number 1, the number of people in jail. So we're 1 and 2 by how many people? We're number 2 by how many people believe in God, and we're number 1 how many people in jail. Isn't that pathetic? But math, 27th in math. Do you know how bad that is? It's unbelievable. It's just nuts. Hey, I'll be right back. We're going to take a look at some stocks and tell you what stocks you should be in and what I think will happen.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grant at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down. It keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now are the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
What if you could have an in-depth understanding of the stock market just like the pros? Well, thanks to Phil Grandy and philsgang.com, you can. philsgang.com offers comprehensive, up-to-date market information designed to help you understand and anticipate market behavior. With philsgang.com, you'll build your investing confidence even through down cycles and periods of uncertainty. Go to philsgang.com. philsgang.com today. 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grant at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down. It keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now are the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
I've been a Phil's Gang member since 2014. Over that time, I've generated over six-figure profits. Following Phil, his charting system has really been a huge impact on my career and my life. I would recommend Phil's Gang to the mom and pop out there. I would recommend it to parents teaching their children. I would recommend it to grandparents. If you really trust in their system, you will do well.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG. Welcome back. Learn, invest, and make profits with Phil Grandy. Simply go to philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
I think because of those housing numbers and because of construction and inventory rebuilding and consumer spending, and as you noted, all the unemployment claims numbers came down radically. Look, I would put up 5 to 10% growth in Q4 as a preliminary estimate.
Okay, let's go visit what he said in the past.
We could grow this economy at 4 or 5%.
And then?
It looks like it's 4-ish. I'd be thrilled if it was 3+. We are getting 3. I still think by the second half of this year, we can get back to a 3% growth zone.
He's just unbelievable. God, worst thing that ever happened to President Trump was that man. Okay, so again, remember, today's Thursday. Tomorrow's Friday. Did you get your ticket yet? The Salem Conservative Summit? Come on now. Remember, it's tomorrow night. Be there. That is Friday night. Remember, the VIP reception starts 5:30 to 6:30. The main event, 7 to 9. It'll be myself, Elder, Gorka, Kirk. And we have special guest Captain Matt Bruce. Going to have a great presentation. It's going to be fun, good food, good. It's going to be good. It's going to be great. And the fun thing is it's going to be right after the debates tonight, so we have a lot of material to work with. So make sure you sign up, okay? All right. All right, let's talk about some stocks. So, the market. So everyone's saying, and everybody's pushing for Biden. They want Biden to win. All the big money, Wall Street, the big corporations, the banksters, everybody wants him to win. They're piling 3 times more money against him than Trump. Can you imagine that? Because they're going to do everything to make sure that he wins. They're going to fudge all the mail-in voting, and it's going to be unbelievable what they're going to do to try to get him to win. If there's ever been a rigged election, this will be it in our country. They want him to win because they know he'll destroy the economy just by taking and putting on regulations that's going to cost small businesses over $108 billion a year. That's insane. But that's exactly what they're going to do. Can you imagine that? Of course, it's going to kill the economy. Taking that $2,000 and $4,000 away every year from Main Street? Are you kidding me? Person's making $38,000, $48,000 a year. That's big to them. That makes a difference. And they're going to take that from him. You're going to see this economy just tank. And they're going to need so much stimulus to keep it propped up. So the elitists are taking this country over. They don't care about Main Street. They don't care about you. And Obamacare. You've got to get rid of Obamacare. I'll talk about that in a moment. First, I've been telling you all along, be patient. I've been telling my members all along, be patient with the dollar. It's going to totally collapse. It's already starting to go down. Starting to go down. If it breaks, if the dollar, breaks around 24.80, looking on my chart here, 24.80, you're going to see gold go through the roof. Now, POS, that's silver. We bought a little bit of that today, or we put an advance order, around $35. $35 in advance order on POS. That's silver. Now, it's setting up beautifully. So what we do is put an advance order so when it hits that, it gets filled. Or my members can buy what we call a scout. What we do is buy 1 or 2 shares, and that means at least it's like a bookmark. We don't forget about it. How many times you ever forgot about a stock? You go look at it, you go, oh my God. And I looked at it 2 weeks ago, oh, I didn't go back to it. Well, buy 1 or 2 shares, and you'll always go back and see. You won't miss out. But you got to understand, with all this printing of money, it's killed the dollar. You got to understand that this pandemic, everybody makes it sound like, oh, it's going to be over next week. Everything's going to be fine. No. With Trump, give him another year, he'd get rid of it, bring the economy back, but not Dodo Bird. Are you kidding me? Him and his crime family. Can you imagine when they get into the White House, the access they're going to have, the son's going to have? He'll be a zillionaire. But I want you to look at PAAS, P-A-A-S. Join my gang. It's free for 10 days. And follow our color-coded chart. It tells you when to buy, when to sell, when to run like hell. But even better, it tells you, okay, the institutions are pulling the money out. They're pulling their money out. The stock's going to go down. It turns yellow first to give us a warning. Then it turns red. Then you just sell it short. Why on earth would you just buy a stock? What, are you nuts? Just buying a stock? That's insane. I mean, like I always say, would you buy a car with forward and no reverse? Of course not. So I would say start watching POS. And if you join the gang today, it's free. You get the membership free. And then for the next 10 days, follow me with silver. PAAS is the symbol. Why not? And then every day at 2 o'clock, Steve, head of our education department, he does a video on every one of our portfolio stocks. You know, I have what I call Phil's 5 stocks: Caterpillar, Intel, Goldman Sachs, Schlumberger, Lowe. You think those are brand names? Of course they are. The key is every professional, he makes 80% of his income off of 5 stocks. You talk to any professional, the same 5 stocks he'll keep forever, as long as they're a brand name. It doesn't matter the name of the stock. I don't care if it's Intel, Schlumberger, I don't care. If you got a brand name, that means you got plenty of institutional money coming in and plenty of institutional money leaving. So that means you can make money on the way in and then money on the way out. So just take 5 stocks. Now we put up what we call our bonus stocks, and we have a working investor group where we have ETFs, the spiders, small mid-cap stocks, IWM, and we have, of course, big tech, XLK, and we have the banks, XLF. Our bonus stocks are gold, AU, OIH, that's a driller, Apple, and Tiffany. Now, our Tiffany's been doing terrific. Now, it turned green. Think about Tiffany. It turned green. It turned green at $115. Today it's $122. That's a 6% return. Now, even if you didn't get all 6, if you got 5%, 4%, the point is that it was a risk-off investment, a risk-off investment. And we don't have to worry, is it going to collapse? Is it going to go down? Is it going to, we'll get that signal. Now, it's not 100% on every stock. I mean, something can happen to a stock. There's some announcement or something they hid, and all of a sudden it opens down, 10 points down. But 99.9% of the time, using the color-coded chart, it'll tell you if it gives you a warning. So why don't you just check it out for 10 days? The other thing that we've been watching a lot of, too, remember, is the energy stocks. I'd much rather be watching the energy stocks because those have gotten beaten down. You got all these people going back into the FANG stocks. Are you out of your mind? You're going to go back and buy Facebook and Google and Amazon? Are you crazy? You're going to pay what? $3,000, $3,100 for Amazon a share? I can go down, and we've been watching our energy stocks because we're going to make a ton of money on energy stocks. Take BP. Do you know BP? You know that BP has dropped from $40 down to $16? Do you think BP is going to go out of business? That's a 60% drop. It used to be when they dropped 30%, you'd pile in. And you're not in the, you got to wait for the buy signal. Why don't you follow me on BP for the next 10 days? Jeez. Join my gang. Be right back after this break.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
What, are you nuts? If the stock market can make you so rich, especially Apple and Microsoft and Google and Amazon and the rest, why are so many Americans poor? If the 401k promises you a retirement, then why is it we are in a retirement crisis? Here's the answer. Because 85% of you get out of the market too late. I fixed that with my color-coded chart, which tells you when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out. That's right, when to run like hell. Check it out. You get a free membership and the free color-coded chart for 10 days. Check it out, philsgang.com.
Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com.
Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG, try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Warning. Google, Apple, Microsoft, Netflix, Facebook, all these hot stocks are going to crash. They're going to drop as much as 60-70%. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. Exactly what happened in the dot-com days is going to repeat itself. Remember, 85% of people lose money in the stock market because they don't know when to get out. I fixed that with my color code technology chart. It tells you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. That's right. Make sure you check it out. It's free for 10 days. philsgang.com.
With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG. Why pay thousands of dollars for a weekend seminar when for only $39.95 a month? philsgang.com provides all the daily market investing information you need to make profits in the stock market. With over 40 years of investing experience, only Phil Grandy and the philsgang.com team provide daily live investing webinars, up-to-the-minute market updates, all the investing educational videos you can imagine. Don't hesitate to learn, invest, and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264. Welcome back. Learn, invest, and make profits with Phil Grandy. Simply go to philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back. Okay, I'm going to wrap this up. I started yesterday telling you about the economy, what I think is going to happen if Biden wins. And again, you're seeing a tremendous amount of money being raised for Biden from Wall Street, from the elitists, from the oligarchs, because they want the economy to collapse. Because when the economy collapsed, you need more stimulus. And what's drove this market up 400% in 12 years is stimulus. I mean, keeping rates at zero. Means taking money and subsidizing everything. Going in and corporations are in terrible shape. Big debt. So instead of letting them go to bankruptcy, they go in and they buy their debt. If they sold a bond to somebody for $10 million to raise money to say 7 years ago, and they can't pay it back, they go buy it. So make sure the corporation doesn't go down. They're going into the banks to make sure the banks don't fail, because 33% of the people who have a home are behind payments, 1 or 2 or 3 payments. 4 million people, remember, are sitting there in a forbearance program. That's killing the banks. The banks have to lead, and they're not leading. So they know if they bring in Biden, it'll make everything worse. First thing they'll do is they'll be putting on regulations on the banks. It's just going to make everything worse, so everything's going to need stimulus. I think that's wrong. I don't think it's going to happen. I'll tell you why. Okay? One is because I believe that President Trump's going to win. But let's say, God forbid, he didn't. I think what's going to happen is if you keep doing all this stimulus, we've reached the point after 12 years that our debt is so high and we haven't grown this economy at all. And our debt, okay, is larger than our economy, for heaven's sakes. So I don't think they can take this another 2-3 years unless you want to end up like Venezuela. Because after a while, your dollars, if they're not worth anything, okay, you just, what are you going to do? You're going to have, what, $1,000 to buy a glass of milk? No, I think, the very, very wealthy, they're not stupid people. They know this. They know this. They're not going to destroy the country because they know at a certain point they're destroying themselves. They're destroying themselves. So the stock market keeps going up. But what good is it for them if the market goes up there if every dollar they have is worth, 10 cents? So we'll see. But I'm concerned about you. I'd like to have you join my gang and follow me in silver for the next 10 days. PAS, P-A-A-S. I'd like to have you join the gang, and for 10 days, every afternoon, Steve will post our portfolio and a video on each one of our stocks. Each one of our stocks. He tells you exactly what to do.
Hey, Caterpillar, we're going to continue to hold this if you haven't taken any profit.
And then he goes on and on, tells you exactly what to do. Also remember, we started our academy, finally got our academy up. Team Trader Academy. Now, what we're going to do, Volume 1, we got a workshop. It's going to be 12 to 3 on Saturday. That's November 7th. And then on Sunday, 12 to 3. That's Sunday, the 8th. It's only $125, but you don't have to be there because we're going to give this to you for 3 months. Volume 1, this is going to be our first volume of many to come. We've limited it to 50 people. So please make sure, if you haven't signed up, do sign up. Now that's November 7th, November 8th. Now what you're going to get for that volume, in that volume, you're going to curriculum that is going to give you everything you need to know. So if you want to know, how do I short? You just go to that section. That's how you short. If you want to know, how do I add to a position? Go to that section, adding to position. What stocks do I buy if there's more stimulus? What stocks do I sell short if there's more stimulus? Should I be buying bank stocks? Should I be buying the oil stocks? Should I be buying the big tech stocks? Or should I be buying Coca-Cola? Should I be buying Pepsi? All those kind of decisions. When the dollar goes down, what's that mean? What should I be? Which stock should I be in? Should I be in the semiconductors? Should I be in the banks? Should I be in Procter & Gamble? What should I be? All of that is in Volume 1. It's so valuable. It's only $125. Are you nuts? There's other academies. They do they don't do it half as good as we do. A quarter, I would say. Maybe at best, and they charge $2,500. $2,500. Are you kidding? No, this is $125. All we ask, if you start making money, help St. Jude. Okay, I've got a few minutes left. I just want to tell you, this Obamacare, you're going to hear all about it tonight. Let me tell you the truth about Obamacare. You've got to get rid of Obamacare. Obamacare is the worst health program we've ever had. And the reason is that it has cost so many jobs. So many jobs. First of all, It's all subsidized. You and I, if someone is going to go on Obamacare and the insurance is $300, well, they don't pay $300. They'll pay. You and I have to pay $250 of that $300 for them. Subsidies. The subsidies are going crazy. They've increased the amount of subsidies by 30%, from $32 billion to $42 billion just this year alone. It's going crazy. And what does that do to us? Our budget deficit gets worse. You and I suffer because we're the ones that are paying those subsidies for somebody. Why should we pay for somebody who's got $300? Why should we go and have to pay the $250? That's you and me. When you hear government, that's you and me. So the consequence is it stops our economy from growing. It's dragging. Obamacare has killed our economy, affecting our jobs, your wages. Now, Obamacare, think about it. That has caused such a strain on our economy, its Main Street households. Because since Obamacare has this employer mandate that requires all employees with 50 or more employees to purchase insurance, so that the business owner will just turn around and simply say, no, okay, I'm going to get rid of you. They simply let the full-time person go and make him part-time. You go from full-time to part-time to poverty. That's how it works. So you say, well, why don't they just appeal it? This is so bad. Why aren't they appealing it? Because they can create an illusion the economy's better than it is by having Obamacare. Do you know that? Obamacare, they create... The reason why most presidents don't want to get, and most senators and most Congress, they don't want to get rid of Obamacare because it creates an illusion that the economy is better than it is. Because, it helps mask the real unemployment number. Because, part-time workers once were included in the unemployment number. More part-time, unemployment rate went up. But Obama, when he passed Obamacare, changed that. So no more do the unemployment rate goes up when you have more and more part-time people. It doesn't show up. So when they, on the first Friday of every month, when they say the unemployment rate is, say, at 8%, it's not. It's probably 12%. So that's why they drag their feet. Every administration drags its feet in getting it appealed because it makes them look better as far as the unemployment goes. Now, Trump was going to change that. He got screwed, remember, by, from Phoenix. I can't think of his name. I know it just went out of my head. But he got screwed by Senator... Oh, my God. I can't remember his name. McCain. Senator McCain. Senator McCain. Chief Justice Roberts also screwed all of us this past week. But I won't get into that. Look, all I can tell you right now is this. The stock market is always a great equalizer if you know how to make money when the market's going down. Just like making the money going up. Think about this. The stock market is better than any investment. Why? Because with a click of a mouse, you can get out. If you make a mistake, you can get out immediately. And think about this. It's an equalizer. You can make money with the market going up, and you can make money with the market going down with the same ease. But most of you don't do that because you don't know how. Well, join my gang for 10 days, and I'll show you. It's free, for heaven's sakes. What are you, nuts? It's free. See you on the charts. Remember, tomorrow night, we have our Conservative Summit.
Phil Grandy on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.